Hello everyone, my name is Seth, and I am here playing Usonatsu. I was recommended this game because apparently there aren't many playthroughs of it, so yeah, here we go. I'm very excited. The only thing I know about it is that it's Yuri. That is it. But I am very excited. I like the art style a lot. The music is really nice, so yay! Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's beautiful art.
恋って何なのかずっと考えてた。
Always wondered what love really is. Oh. Am I stupid? Oh, okay, I gotta click, not press spacebar. Understandable, understandable. What lies on the other side of the ocean? Probably another beach, right? I wasn't expecting such a literal answer. Too bad. I wasn't joking around though. Really? Yep, because no matter what lies on the other side, all we can do is keep moving forward, one step at a time. I guess that's more metaphorical than literal. Maybe. You never change, Tachibana-san, no matter where you are. Yeah? I guess so. Two of us have always been victims of love. Victims? Which is why I really need to rethink my views on what love really truly means. Usonatsu, the summer romance bloomed from a lie. I love the little mascot in the corner. How cute is that? Let's go back. About 2 months from this moment. Back then, Shiori and I were nothing more than classmates. That's when, well, that's when a bunch of events were set into motion. Fragile. 2:52 p.m. The bell signifying the end of 6th period rings out. I put my textbook and notes away. Hello there. Classroom is filled with the sound of everyone's chatter and the rustling of school bags being packed up for the day. I overhear a conversation between two girls on the other side of the room. What's wrong? I'm pretty sure Miss Asahi is looking for you, Shiori. And Tachibana too, though I don't know what for. I wonder what's up. Anyway, thanks. I'll try to hunt her down. Are you going to head home? I don't mind waiting for you, so hurry up. Okay. Love the gays. Big fan. My name comes up in the middle of their conversation. I've got my own stuff to take care of, though, so I don't pay much attention to them. Let's see. Meet me in the courtyard at 3 p.m. after school. Not a very private choice of meeting place. Following the directions written on the scrap of paper left for me in my desk, I end up in the courtyard outside. To be perfectly honest, I know why I'm here. Having seen this scenario play out before, regardless of gender, there's a high chance this is a bona fide love confession. I've never dated anyone yet in my life, and I absolutely have no intention of going out with any kid here, and now, despite their declaration of love. Because, you see, I have a crush of my own. Still, it wouldn't be right for me to just ignore them. While it's true I have no interest in any of my classmates, I won't know the extent of this mysterious person's feelings for me unless I hear them out. That said, it's pretty rare to be invited to a confession spot through a handwritten letter. The formality makes it even harder to simply turn the request down, too. Man, people never did this at my school. It was just so boring. It was just like, hey man, you wanna go out? No. Okay. I should be here any minute. Oh!
立花ごめん待たせた
I hope you weren't waiting long. I vaguely recognized the boy who shows up as a fellow classmate in my homeroom. I struggle to recall his name, but I don't think we've ever spoken to one another before. Now he's talking to me. Based on what he's saying, it's a safe bet that he's the one who left me the confession. Following some fairly random small talk, he quickly gets down to the matter at hand.
俺立花のこと好きなんだ
I really like you, Tachibana. Good heavens!
俺と付き合ってくれないか
Maybe we could go out?
うーん
Why?
なんで
なんで
Why?
って
Why what?
ほら
Come on.
立花って
I mean,
可愛いし
you're really cute
クール
and
だし
stylish.
だから好き
So, that's why you like me? In response to my question, he offers up several seemingly perfunctory compliments.
なるほど
I see. But
でも
I still don't understand. We've never talked before,
話した
so
ことないのに
how can you know
本当
that
に
you
私の
like
こと
me?
好きなの
Huh?
見
I don't
た
know.
目
I
って
could
いう
just tell I
か
did.
一目惚
It
れって
was
いうか
like love at first sight or something.
そっか
Oh,
ありがとう
yeah?
で
Well,
もとりあえ
thank
ず
you. But I'm not
付き合うと
really
か
interested
な
in
かった
dating you. Sorry.
こっちこそごめん
No, I'm the one who should apologize.
Hmm?
Hmm? I mean, it's not like we're friends or anything. Though I guess anyone would be hurt hearing something like that.
今日のことはなかったことにしてくれ
Let's just pretend this didn't happen, okay?
ん
Hmm?
え
Oh,
まあ
sure,
いい
if
けど
that's what you want. As soon as I agree, he glances around furtively, making sure no one's watching before hurrying back to the school building. Okay, that was weird. Personally, it's kind of a bizarre request to pretend like an event in history never happened. I mean... It is a little strange. Oh, goodness. Yeah.
にしても
Still, I wonder if I could have asked him. Asked him what? Hmm? Do tell. Share with the class. There's one thing I wanted to know. I wanted to know if the love I feel toward the person I have a crush on is the same as the love this random guy felt for me. I think I'd be so pissed off if I went to go confess to someone and then they were just like, "Hey man, I do not like you, okay? Like at all. But can you describe what you feel so that I know if the way that I feel for someone else is what you felt? Are you being legit or what?" I feel like I'd be so pissed off if someone did that to me. Good heavens.
あれ
Huh? Oh! That boy had an unexpected audience to his heartfelt confession. She's also in our class, and I even know her name. Minagi. Minagi Shiori. She's an honor student, representing not only our class, but the entire Aoba Daiichi High School student body as well.
ごめんなさい
I didn't mean to get involved. As soon as our eyes meet, she quickly lowers her head in a deep bow before straightening back up.
謝らなくていいんじゃ
You don't
ない
have to apologize.
ここ選んだの彼
He's
だ
the
し
one who chose this place.
中庭って放課後は
Courtyard is
人あんま
usually
りいない
deserted
けど
after school, but
目
it's
立つ
still
場所
out
だ
in
から
the open where anyone can pass by.
ですが
Still,
それに
I'm sure his
どっか
friends
か
were
ら
watching
彼
from
の友
somewhere
達が見て
nearby.
たんだよ
At least, that's the
帰って
feeling I
そ
got
んな
when he
感じだっ
left.
た
Huh? You really think so?
わかんないけど
I
多
don't
分
know for sure, but
私が告
probably.
白を受けないって
I've heard a
話が
rumor going
噂になって
around
るらしいから
that I refuse to
みんな
date
確か
anyone
めよう
here.
としたんじゃないかな
Folks seem to enjoy testing that theory. Surprise flashes across Minagi-san's face as she nods in response. I get the distinct feeling she's experienced the same thing before.
ちなみに
Did you hear any of that?
ごめんなさい
I'm really sorry.
また謝って
Stop
るし
apologizing.
それよりさ
Look,
一個
can I
聞いていい
ask you something?
はい
Of course. What's the question?
みなぎさんは
What's
どう
your
思う
opinion? On what exactly? That boy who confessed his feelings for me. Think he really liked me? I dropped the question fairly nonchalantly. She contemplates her answer, looking slightly perplexed, before opening her mouth.
Sorry, but why are you asking me?
You've received your fair share of confessions, right?
Well, that's not wrong, but...
Look, it's not a big deal. I was just curious what you thought.
I understand that, but was there anything that bothered you about it?
Actually, yeah. Hypothetically speaking, if he really liked me, and if his feelings matched what I've experienced myself, should I have reacted differently somehow?
Huh?
Sorry, I know that's a pretty weird question. Oh, Minagi-san, and Tachibana-san too. What perfect timing. You two are the only students I'm still looking for. Huh?
Oh, yes?
It's Miss Asahi, a homeroom teacher who's also in charge of modern literature. My curiosity about why she needs us both together is quickly answered. Neither of you have turned in your post-graduation surveys yet, have you? Oops. Now that you mention it, I guess not.
That's true. I completely forgot. I'm really sorry.
Me too. You can always change your answers after you turn it in, so no need to fret. And you can talk to me if you feel lost about anything.
Thank you very much.
Make sure to get it in before parent-teacher conferences next month, okay? When's that happening exactly?
On the 19th of July.
Right after the end of semester ceremony. Good, but then we still have time to slack off before the deadline. Yeah, you already missed the first deadline. Don't talk to your teacher so casually, young lady. How many times do I have to tell you that? Aye, aye. I'll get right on it. Very well. Have a good weekend, and be careful heading home. And with those parting words, she takes off. That stupid post-graduation survey. I know she'll only get angry if I submit a blank form, so I have to write down something.
So, about what you said earlier.
You mean the surveys?
No, before that.
Hey, Shiori! Let's get going already! A voice calls out to Minagi-san from the direction of the school building. It belongs to Inohara, a fellow classmate. The two of them went to the same middle school, and are close friends.
Okay, I'm coming!
After yelling a response in Inohara-san's direction, Minagi-san turns back to me before bowing her head politely.
I'm really sorry about accidentally overhearing your conversation. Really, I am.
It's fine. Besides, it didn't actually happen, apparently.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll be going then.
Yep, I've got plans of my own. See ya. And with that, she hurries back towards the school building. This is such a pretty school. There were a few variations here and there, but that scenario basically followed the usual script exactly. The city. After leaving the school grounds, I still have some time to kill before I need to be anywhere specific. Feeling a little grumpy, I buy myself a lemonade chock full of tart lemons and sip it while I walk around. Yep, that's the stuff. I'm going to meet with the person I like and attempt to change her mind. What do you mean, change her mind? Sensei! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Is the person you like a teacher? I feel like that's a little illegal. Just like a teensy weeny little bit. This is the day when I get to see her, the person I love. Stressing me out, man. What? My homeroom teacher during my 3rd year in middle school, Shimotsuki Mire. Okay. My first crush and first love. The first time I confessed my feelings for her, she told me I didn't actually love her, trampling my emotions right into the dirt. As she should. That's a good teacher. Yet I continued to pursue her, confessing my feelings for her endlessly, and each time she turned me down. Good. My excuse to meet up this time was shopping for summer clothes or something, right? You guys hang out with your teachers outside of school? I've used similar lines a multitude of times before, but I honestly don't care what we do as long as we're together. And I'm sure she knows that. In fact, I bet she feels the same way. Oh, right. Maybe I can ask her to help me figure out this whole post-graduation survey thing. I don't have dreams or goals or anything like that. But I have to write something, and she might have some good ideas. After all, she's someone I really like, not to mention the person I look up to the most. I'll just scribble something down for now and head over to the meeting spot. I start to worry, way too late at this point, about not getting to the meeting spot earlier, especially knowing she had the day off today. I'm waiting for like a whole ass just fucking woman. Just there. She's like 70. It's a weekday evening, and the station's packed full of people all ages heading home from work and school. I guess I should include myself in that group as well. Our meeting spot is by one of the many pillars scattered about. It's been about a month since I last met up with her. We usually meet once every 2 weeks, but our schedules haven't lined up recently, hence the delay. Sorry, you meet up with your teacher outside of school every 2 weeks. Is this like a cultural difference that I'm just like not getting, or like that's illegal? Whew. I wonder how late she'll be today. She's currently working as a professor at an art school run by an acquaintance of hers. I originally met her in middle school when she was my homeroom teacher, but she left that position in the summer of my 3rd year. Oh! I make it to our meeting spot right on time, and I quickly spot a familiar silhouette from within the crowd. Ah? Sensei? Okay. Well, definitely a woman. Hey, Tachibana. Right on time. A commendable habit indeed. My rendezvous is with Shimotsuki Mire, who arrived well before I did. This is the first time she's made it to the meeting spot before me. I catch a faint whiff of smoke from her shirt, meaning she's probably already had her post-work cigarette. It's not like you to be on time for anything. Now that's rude. Just so you know, as a working adult, I am usually very punctual. Usually, huh? I remember you saying something about it being common courtesy for adults to always show up 3 minutes late. Adults are always contradicting themselves. Well, that's true. And you especially, right, Sensei? It's been several years since she was my teacher, yet I can't break the habit of calling her by her former title. Ever since I graduated from middle school, I've been meeting with her about once every 2 weeks or so. Okay, how old are you? When is post-graduation? Are you 18 now? I mean, if you're 18, I don't know. And we have one more shared custom between us. I'm here for my regularly scheduled heartbreak. If anyone else were to overhear that statement, it would probably raise questions about the relationship between us. Yeah, I think it would. But our light-hearted banter, both request and answer spoken in jest, is proof of how close we are. She usually responds by saying something like, "Is that the first thing you're gonna say to me?" Or, "You never give up, huh?"
そっか。
Oh yeah?
何それ。
What kind of response is that?
今日はいい
Couldn't
会
think
社
of a
思い
good
つかなかった
comeback?
の？まあ、
Well, yeah,
そう
something
いう
like
こ
that.
とになるね。それよりさ、
More
機
importantly,
嫌は？
I thought you quit.
今
You
日
smoked a
髪
real
の毛
cigarette
残す
today,
べき
didn't
だ
you?
でしょ。どうして知ってんの？
How'd you know?
わか
I
る
can
よ。
tell. The
電
smoke
気の
from
だ
the
ったら
from a
違う
vape
匂いす
pen
るし。
smells different. Are you a drug sniffing dog or something?
ワンワン。
Woof woof.
ま、もともと
I
犬みたい
guess,
な
in
もんね。
some respects, you definitely act like
Ne?
one. So,
今日はどうする？
what are we doing again?
夏物見に
We're
行こ
gonna look for summer clothes.
う。そうだったね。
Oh, right, right.
じゃ、
Well
エ
then,
スコート
lead
して
the way.
任せて。
My pleasure. The store I want to go to is a couple of stations away, so I lead us toward the turnstiles. I'm not sure if I can rightfully call this a date. I don't think you should. And yet, regardless, she's acting a lot more awkward and stiff than usual.
なんかいっつもこ
I'm
こ
here
な気
so
がす
often,
る。
it feels like I live here.
選んでるのは立
You're the
花
one who
でしょ。
picks where we meet.
うん、
Good
確か
point.
に。
But, I mean,
だってほら、
it's close to my
ここから近
school,
いし。
so it's convenient. We arrive at a shopping mall that's only a few stops away from Yokohama Station. The mall is connected to the tallest building in Yokohama, and as such, it has direct access to an observation deck with a view of the city.
先生と歩いて
I
る
wonder
さ。
how other people see us when we're
私たち
walking
って
around
どう
together
なの
like
かな？
this.
どうって？
What do you mean?
ほら、
Like, do they
姉妹
think
と
we're
か
sisters, or that you're
親
my
子とか
mom?
さ。
That's an interesting sentence to say to your crush. Or that we're a couple? Though I could never say that last one out loud.
親子
I
じゃ
don't
ない
look
でしょ。
old enough to be your
同
mom.
級生って
How come
選択肢がない
classmates isn't an option?
ギリ。
That's pushing it, Sensei.
おい。
Hey!
あ、
Wait,
このお店み
I
たい
want
な。
to check out that store.
はいはい。
Fine, fine. A former teacher and her former student. What a pair. She's no longer a middle school teacher, and I'm no longer a student under her supervision. So, what exactly is our relationship? Good question. We're not friends, and we're not lovers. And I've had my heart broken by her more times than I can count. I don't really understand our dynamic myself, so how could anyone looking in understand it either? I have a feeling whatever we share would be over the moment we tried to label it. But that's probably just my own insecurities talking.
ちょっと聞いてる？
Are you listening to me?
聞いてなかった。
Nope.
正直なのはいいけど
I
さ。
admire your honesty, but I'm pretty sure we passed the store you wanted to stop at.
本当だ。
Whoops.
じゃあ次
Then
行こう。
let's move on.
見たいって言った
You're
の
the
そ
one who
っち
said
で
you
しょ。
wanted to check it out. I don't care one way or another, but... Oh. As we're walking along, she suddenly looks over at a series of display panels. Each panel showcases a different framed painting.
地域のコンクール
Looks like the winners from a local contest. Want to stop for a better look?
立花、興味ないでしょ？
You're not interested at all, are you?
うん。
Nope, but I get the
先生が
feeling
ど
that
う
you
見て
are.
るのかはじゃ、お言葉に甘い。
In that case, I'll take you up on that kind offer. She then begins studying each painting on display.
お、
This
う
was
ちの
painted
生徒
by a
さん
student
だ。
at my school.
やるじゃん。
Impressive.
いい
It's
え。
pretty good.
教え子？
A student of yours?
うん。
No, she's not in any of my
絵で
classes.
覚えてる。
I just remember the painting. She's currently in charge of teaching a visual art class. Only a few students in the class are seriously aiming to complete an art degree, with the rest treating it as a casual hobby. From what she's told me, though, she much prefers this job to the former position she'd held at a prep school, where letter grades mattered more than life itself.
こっちは
The use of color here is gorgeous.
確かに。
Definitely.
でも、
Though I think
先生
your
の
work is
絵の
even
方
more
が綺麗だから
gorgeous.
もう比べるもんじゃない
There's no need to compare.
大体
Besides, our subjects are completely different. What's that style you're into again? Benjamin or whatever? Barbizon. I've told you the name enough times. You're saying it wrong on purpose, aren't you? Nothing gets past you. And yet I still don't really know anything about the art style itself. All I know is that there's a famous painting in that style by an artist who shares a name with Sensei, depicting a couple of women picking stalks of wheat. Seeing her talk about the paintings on display takes me back to when she was my teacher. One of the main reasons why she left that position was connected to a piece I'd created. I refer to it as the Runaway Rebellion. It was a kind of performance art where I secretly lived at her house for a week. What? I didn't tell my parents or the police, so of course it became a huge deal. Huh? So, you made a piece about stalking your teacher? And then she left, and you guys are still meeting up. Is she... Okay. Is she like your probation officer now? And you just don't know that? Hmm? What? I think I like this painting. It's not like you to have any interest in art. Oh, of course. Look who painted it. Let's see. Shimotsukumire. Wait, that's you! Was it really okay for you to submit this? I made it as a part of an art class for adults. I won a gift voucher for 10,000 yen too. Wow. Does that mean you knew your painting was being displayed here? Well, no. What do you think? She knew. She absolutely knew. I have no idea if art instructors are allowed to enter local contests, but looking closer, the winners from the adult section all seem to be art teachers from around here. And her painting stands out amongst all of them. You really are an amazing artist, Sensei. Thanks. I kind of wanted to show off a little. There you go, bragging again. Fine, fine, that's enough for now. Still, I'm really glad you got to see it. Thanks for taking a look. I'm just stating facts and nothing more. Yeah. Facts and logic get fucked. Even better. Okay. I've had enough inflating your already overinflated ego. Time to look for sandals. Huh? Just as we're about to leave the Just as we're about to leave the exhibition space, I notice a poster on a nearby wall. The brightly painted poster, covered in vivid shades of blue and yellow, immediately catches my eye. Ooh, a special summer exclusive ice cream. You want one, huh? I just thought it was cute. But you're completely uninterested in this kind of trash, huh? So I'll wait. Why wait? Let's go get some. Why? The colors look so pretty on the poster. I kind of want to see it for myself. Also, today's a special day. You're paying. Don't get ahead of yourself. Actually, who am I kidding? It's my treat. She replies, all while smiling gently with her eyes closed. I don't understand how anime can do that. Anime, people smiling with their eyes closed always just look good. I just look stupid when I smile with my eyes closed. It's goofy. Anime just makes it good, I guess. Weird. Several food trucks are parked right outside the shopping mall. Feeling a little thirsty after walking around, I decide to get an ice cream cone while it's still light out. The promenade. The food trucks are parked a few feet away from the entrance to the observation tower. The ice cream truck is especially busy, probably due to getting a recent shout-out on social media or something. I gratefully accept the ice cream cone that my ex-teacher has bought for me. Thanks. It's really cute. Okay, it is pretty cute. Oh my gosh. She's got a Biscoff biscuit in there. Those are the best biscuits, guys. Oh my god, they're so good. God bless Biscoff biscuits. Yummers. Cannot beat them. Oh my god, they used to have, like, over here at least, we've got this thing called, like, Biscoff biscuit butter. And it's just the butter, like, churned up and, like, the biscuit just made into a butter. And it's so good. Oh. I'm hungry now. Oh. It is pretty cute. I want a cat ice cream. Ah, alas, one day. My ice cream is colored various shades of berry pink. Meanwhile, she has a citrus-flavored sky blue scoop and a cat-shaped violet one. Oh, it is cute. The flavor of the latter is a complete mystery. The star-shaped cookie decoration sprinkled over the whipped cream topping only makes it look more adorable. Agreed. I wonder how they get it to look so blue, though. Food coloring. And that's the part you're curious about? I mean, it looks exactly the same as in the poster. Yet it tastes like this. Here. You're sharing your ice cream? It says they only used seasonal ingredients. Tasty. You got the mixed berry, right? It looks impressive, considering they claim not to use artificial coloring. It's light, but the deep pink really stands out. Okay, so they don't... Okay, no artificial coloring. Interesting, interesting. I get it now. Why is it so blue? You're still going on about the color? No, she's got a point. She's got a point. Let her cook. Are you actually gonna eat it? I don't really like eating cold food. Then what was the point in getting the ice cream? It's a waste of money. Oh, right. You have the opposite of a cat's tongue. A dog's tongue, maybe. Maybe. I may as well have one lick. Ah! Too cold! Gah! She lets out a shocked cry that I don't hear very often. Despite having gone with her to a multitude of cafes and restaurants, this is the first time we've eaten ice cream together. The huge gap between the temperature out here and the ice cream probably only added to her surprise. Stop grinning at me like that. How can I not? We all have certain things that we don't enjoy. I told you to stop laughing at me. Sorry, I will. Was it tasty though? The fruity taste was much more pronounced than I was expecting. What are you doing? Let me have a bite. Come on. Hey, stop! Let me do it when we're at your place. You go to her house? Okay, alright. Who am I to judge, guys? Who am I to judge? No, I don't. Well, I guess I do when I'm drunk. You get drunk together? Oh my god. Okay. Here I come. Ow. Yummers. I lean forward before taking a small bite. A bite from the ice cream? Do you not get, like, a brain freeze from that? That hurts my teeth. Ice cream cone in her hand. The coldness causes my eyes to squint shut as the refreshing citrusy scent of lemon fills my nose. It's yummy. Good grief. Here, have a taste of mine. Open your mouth. That's okay. Why not? Mine is yummy too. I glance over and notice she's smiling at me. Or more accurately, staring at me. What? Nothing. You just look like you're enjoying yourself. Well, so do you. We continue eating our ice cream while talking about nothing in particular. She ends up getting full about halfway through, leaving me to eat most of it. Since it's still light out, we decide to head back inside the shopping mall. After checking out her painting one more time, we finally start our summer shopping. We visit several stores before ultimately buying nothing. Welcome to a normal day in our lives. Hey, window shopping is much more gratifying. An ongoing love affair that we're too embarrassed to verbalize. Don't call it that. I'd really love to chat more, but do you have time? Yeah, I do. And even if I didn't, I'd make some. The day's still not over just yet. After leaving the mall, we decide to continue our conversation outside. We're by a body of water that isn't an ocean, a bay, or a river. The lights from the landmark tower and surrounding buildings twinkle on the surface of the water. It's beautiful, but somehow kinda sad. It's pretty out of character for you to say you want to spend more time with me. I guess so. Did something happen that you want to talk to me about? Never. Then, what's with this bizarre tension? Been acting weird all afternoon. Weird? Huh, yeah, I can see that. She pauses for a moment before finally answering my question. Our usual conversation flow is off, and I find myself at a loss for words. What is she struggling to say? It must be something difficult to put into words. After all, I've come to know her well given all the time we've spent together. Sensing my own silence, she opens her mouth to ask me a question. How's school going? Oh, right. There's something I wanted to get your opinion on. Struggling to keep calm, I bring up the thing that's been on my mind. If we can get through this without incident, then it'll be time for me to finally head on home until our next rendezvous. I know we'll meet again. I take out the piece of paper and hand it to her. It doesn't turn out so well, though. It's about this. The post-graduation questionnaire. It's kind of a rush job since I already missed the deadline. I had no idea what to write, so I just put down the first thing that came to mind. I guess it is about that time. Though the summer before your third year is right around the corner, so it seems a little late. Glancing over at the piece of paper I've handed her, I hear her suddenly gasp. Under the target schools heading, I marked down a few universities I figured I could get into with my current grades. Her audible reaction wasn't to that list, though. It was in response to what I wrote down in the section for long-term future goals and prospects. You want to be a teacher? Yeah, just like you. Do you think it sounds okay? I see. This is all my fault. I really messed up, huh? What? If you really wanted to become a teacher, I'd be more than happy to offer my advice. But you don't truly want to teach, do you? I can't bring myself to answer that. I can tell from her tone of voice that she's mildly annoyed. I know that you have no idea what your plans or dreams are for the future. Just to be sure, you're not doing this purely to mess with me, are you? No, but you're right. I have no idea what I want to do. And the adult I look up to the most is her. I don't have to become an art instructor specifically, but I figured I could teach whatever subject I'm strongest in. I could accept it if you'd come to this answer originally, organically, through a process of elimination, but knowing what I do, I just can't. Why? You shouldn't become a teacher for no good reason at all. I would think my words hold some weight considering they're coming from a teacher. One who quit, by the way. That's so mean. You know I can't argue with you when you say it like that. Instead of words, I match her gaze with mine. I just barely manage to keep my mouth shut. I know that even if I were to speak my thoughts aloud, it wouldn't change anything. Adults are mean. Didn't you know that? I know that fact very well. It's been a while since I heard her use the word adult around me. Once we started meeting following my graduation, she didn't use the word adult to distance herself from me as much as before. Though she'd often do things in front of me that I couldn't because of my age, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, paying with a credit card. I don't remember her ever blatantly pointing out our age difference before, at least, not like this. Then, what should I write? I need to finish this by next month. Ah, right in time for the post-finals parent-teacher conferences, right? That really takes me back. Sensei! Be serious! That's something you should be talking to your actual sensei about, not me. I'm not your teacher anymore. You really are a mean adult. There's no way I can bring up the next thing I wanted to talk about now. Plus, I really need to start heading home. I have stuff to do. She says that with a gentle smile that hides traces of sadness. I've only seen her smile at me that way once before. I came here because I wanted to talk to you about something. I find myself unable to speak, caught off guard by the expression on her face. In the wake of my silence, she continues to speak. I feel my shoulders tense up. It's like a part of me knows what she's about to say won't be easy to hear. You always say the same thing every time we meet, Tachibana. That you're here to have your heart crushed. Gah. So I guess that means you're already prepared for what I'm about to say. Having heard this much, I already know exactly what's coming next. Even if she hadn't told me with words, I should have figured as much from the way she's been acting since I arrived. Right now, all I wish is that I'd noticed a little sooner. Which is what prompts me to open my mouth and say, "Aren't you cold, Sensei? It's already June, but it's really windy." Unfortunately, there's no way out of this. Tachibana. If this is gonna take a while, maybe we should move somewhere else? Tachibana. Yet again, you're not letting me finish. I know. I know exactly what's about to happen. But I don't want to hear her say it. Because I know her well. Whatever this is that we have between us is over. As soon as those words leave her lips, time freezes. The people walking past us, the light from passing boats, all of it stops. The only thing signifying the passage of time is the cool breeze brushing against my body. You're really that angry about me writing down that I want to be a teacher? That's an entirely separate issue. I figured. In fact, I already knew. I open my mouth and speak just to say something and feel the awkward atmosphere, but she remains silent. The silence between us hangs in the air for 3 minutes before I find myself able to speak again. All I'm able to force out is a single word. Why? You really want to know? I won't be able to get closure if you don't give me a reason. Yeah? What reason would make this easier then? I mean, like, say something like you've grown to hate me or that you fell in love with someone else. I fell in love with someone else. Liar. This whole thing. She pauses, taking a deep breath before continuing. It has nothing to do with what's true or what's not. I don't hate you, Tachibana, but we're never going to be a couple. That's it. Yeah, I guess you're right. Mm-hmm. I absolutely accept my share of the blame for this entire situation even occurring. I want you to date someone, Tachibana. Hopefully, through that experience, you'll come to learn many things. What do you mean? It's going a little too far, isn't it? There are so many things I want to say. So much that my head feels like it might explode. Who do you think you are? How long have you felt this way? Can't we just hang out as friends? All that and so much more. But no matter which question floats up into existence, I know in the back of my mind that it's pointless. I can't bring myself to ask them out loud. Except for one single thought. I love you, Sensei. I know. I love you so much. I appreciate the sentiment. The only person I'll ever love in this world is you. That's not true. Once you're an adult, you'll meet plenty of much better people to fall in love with. I feel like I'm talking to a wall. Yep, though a pretty chatty wall if I do say so myself. And with that, she takes out a box of cigarettes. She uses her fingers to slide out a single menthol stick. The thinly gel-coated nails on each of her fingers are perfectly manicured. Sensei. Hmm? You can't smoke here. Ah, right. In that case, I'm going to head over to where I can smoke. Here's some money for a taxi back. I don't need it. There's no way I'm leaving a high school student here alone at this time of night. I might be trash, but I still have responsibilities as an adult. Take it. You led me on all this time. Wish I hadn't come today. I honestly wasn't sure I could actually say what needed to be said, but I did it. You really are trash. You're right, I said as much myself. With that, she hands me a white envelope. I wonder how long she's had this with her. The existence of that crisp white envelope solidifies the reality of the situation. This isn't a spur-of-the-moment decision made in anger over my impromptu answer on the survey. Get home safely. I enjoyed the past 2 years, and that's absolutely the truth. Her voice seems to be coming from far away. Hey, Sensei? What exactly were we, anyway? But the shape of her body is already long gone. Listen, I know it feels awful right now. Someday you're gonna have to understand she did the right thing, okay? Sensei. Sensei. My voice repeats endlessly inside my mind, but there's no answer, no response. She's long gone. And I have no idea where she is. I don't know anything. My one and only love is over. That's all I know. She told me to go, but I can't. I can't go back. can always take a taxi back whenever I want to go home, just like she told me to. I've never taken a taxi by myself before, and I have no idea how much it even costs. I guess she must have known, considering the large amount of bills she gave me. Even if I go for a bit of a walk first, I doubt I'm in danger of being short on cash if I hail a cab somewhere else. Unable to sit still, I find myself heading towards a nearby waterfront park. I wonder how long she's felt this way. Probably a while, man. I'm not gonna lie. How long has she wanted the relationship between us to be over? I don't think exactly that was the case. I think she just felt uncomfortable with a child being in love with her, as most people should be. I don't know the answer. But she'd been acting weird the entire time we were together, from meeting at the station to showing off her painting, to eating ice cream with me. Looking back, it seems so obvious. I guess it really is over. There's nothing I can do if she found someone else. What if I'd said something sooner? What if I'd been more serious about us? If I told her I loved her, would we have had a chance? When exactly did it become too late? Where could I have started over for a different ending? From today? The first time we reunited after I started attending high school? When I ran away from home in middle school and stayed at her place? You did what? I genuinely have no idea. I don't know. I have no freaking idea. You stupid jerk! I shout out my feelings of frustration toward the ocean. I squeeze the guardrail with both hands as I lean over it. The sadness I can't stop from pouring down my face drips into the water below me. You're so mean, leading me on by making you think you actually wanted to spend time with me, tricking me into believing you were simply waiting until I graduated. All those times you called just to chat. How dare you call yourself trash? That's just you protecting yourself like always, giving yourself an easy way out. How dare you say that? What we shared was fun and nothing more. The more I scream, the more I remember. Her voice, the way her shampoo smelled, the smoke from her cigarettes, the taste of the cafe au lait she drank. The warmth of her hand around mine when she took me away that day. It should be me. In any other situation, we'd be together. In fact, we were together. The more I remember all the times we shared, the more strongly I believe that. That she would date anyone else but me is downright cruel. Not cool. Could it be a guy? Her new lover, that is. Now that I think about it, I actually have no idea what her sexuality is. I just never thought of her falling in love with anyone other than me. However, if it's true, then I don't really have a chance. I never did. That still doesn't explain how close we were. It just doesn't. Uh-oh. In the course of my outburst, my foot suddenly slips. I lean forward hard against the railing, the only thing between me and the water. I shift further forward, gaining momentum until I approach the point of no return. Not that I care what happens to me now, but at that very moment a familiar voice stops me. From this height, you wouldn't die even if you jumped, you know? What? The voice is emotionless. I look around to find the owner and see a familiar girl standing behind me. Minagi-san. She looks so different from how she is at school that it takes me a moment to realize who she is. For some reason, for someone I hardly ever see, she's popping up everywhere today. First at school and now here. I can't believe you're about to jump into the ocean. You must have really liked them, whoever they were.
ちょっと待って
Huh?
してない
Hey, wait, that's not true.
それに
You
この場所
know,
ですと
a boat would have
すぐに
picked you
ボー
up
トが来
almost
ると思います
immediately.
いやだから
What?
さ
No, you got it all wrong. I
私
wasn't trying to
死の
kill
うとなんてして
myself.
ないよ
Huh.
誤解だよ
This is a big
投げしようとしてたの
misunderstanding. I wasn't about to jump. Seriously.
そうなん
Oh,
ですか
is that so? What are you doing here? How long were you watching? What are you trying to say to me? Suddenly overwhelmed with a slew of questions. But before I can ask anything, there's one very important thing that I have to tell her. I know that I won't be able to move forward if I don't make this fact crystal clear.
ちょっと滑っただけだよ
I just slipped.
ごめんなさい
Sorry.
私
I
早と
clearly
ちりを
jumped
し
to
て
the
しま
wrong
いました
conclusion.
死にたい
I wasn't thinking about dying at all.
思って
Though
な
I
かっ
guess that doesn't mean I wasn't toying with the idea subconsciously,
た私の
does
思
it?
いってさその程度だったってことになるのかなそうなのかもしれま
It's
せん
very possible.
恋愛に
After all,
人が
I've
死ん
heard
で
that
しまう
people
事
can
件
literally die of a broken heart.
私から見た
From
立
what
場
I
から
saw, you clearly cared about this other person so much that you were willing to throw away your own life for
感情を
them.
抱いているようにも見えましたそっか
That's true. But,
で
wait,
あれ
how long have you been
どこ
watching
から
me?
見てたの立花さんが歩いて
From the time you walked up, grabbed the handrail, and began screaming at the ocean.
叫ぶところからです最初
So,
から
from the very beginning, huh?
それと
Also, this person that you care so much
立花
about,
さんの好きな相手って
they're a
学校
teacher?
の先生なんですかやっぱ気になる
You're
よね
curious, huh?
まあ
Well, I have a
南
feeling
さ
you're
んの
going
想
to be
像とは違う
disappointed.
と思うんだけど
And what exactly do you mean by
ど
that?
ういうことなんでしょうか
Nothing. I don't want to give you any
も
more
う
reasons
情
to
けない
feel
こと言わ
sorry
れち
for
ゃっ
me.
てるし
That's all.
そうだね
Now that I've cleared up that misunderstanding, I feel like anything more would just complicate things. Then again, being able to talk to someone else might calm me down more than simply yelling into the void all alone.
聞いてってよ
Listen to this.
話
As I lean against the guardrail, Minagi-san settles into position next to me. After steeling myself, I begin to tell her everything about my ill-fated love affair with my ex-teacher. Running away from home in middle school, hiding out at her house, the very first time I confessed my feelings for her. Her decision to quit her position and my decision to transfer to a different school, which is how I ended up at Aoba High School. How I'd followed the no-contact rule we'd agreed on while in middle school, but became less strict about doing so once I entered high school, leading to our eventual reunion. All the times I confessed my feelings for her and how she turned me down every time, ending with my final rejection today and the end of, well, of everything. I honestly feel pretty pathetic unloading all the gory details of my love life onto a classmate whom I've hardly ever talked to before. She appears to listen closely to every single thing I have to tell her. We've never really spoken about anything, and yet despite us sharing no real connection before today, I can tell she's doing her best to listen and understand my story up until now.
今日までの
And
先
that's
生と
how
の
it's been
関係
between us until today.
こんな感じ
Go ahead and laugh.
いいよ
I know how stupid it sounds.
痛々しくってしょうもないでしょ
Huh? Oh, she actually is laughing. Wait, you're seriously laughing? Are you making fun of me?
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry.
茶化している
I
つも
don't
りは
mean to make
ありません
fun of you at all.
笑っていい
When you told me to go ahead and laugh, I thought maybe you actually wanted me to, so I did.
ちょっとムカ
Now
つ
you're
い
just
た
pissing me off. So I guess that's on me.
言ったの私だからいいんだけど
The same serious expression that she'd had while listening to my sob story flashes across her face.
私恋に
I've
したことが
never been in love, which is why I'm not exactly sure what to say to someone who just got their heart broken. However, despite not being able to imagine the sheer magnitude of what you're feeling, it's clear from your story how much you truly cared about Miss Shimotsuki and how much she meant to you.
ちょっと違うよ
That's not quite right. Pardon me?
この際だから言う
I just want to point out that my feelings for her aren't in the past tense. They're still very much in the present.
先生が好き
Huh? As I speak, I suddenly feel something warm trace a path down my cheek. As soon as I notice it, the number increases from 1 to many.
あれ
Huh?
なんでだろ
What's happening?
う止まんないな
I can't stop. That's right.
そうだよ
I still love her.
私まだ好きなんだ変だな
That's weird. I know that she
振られ
dumped
たって
me
自
for real this
覚あっ
time,
たはずなのに
and I accepted it. I'm okay with it. Or at
大丈
least
夫って
I thought I
思っ
was.
てたのに
Oh gosh. I hate this.
どうしてこんな
Why is this
止まん
happening?
ないんだろう
I can't stop crying.
ちょっと
Hold
待
on.
ってね
Just hang on a sec.
もうちょっと
I'll be able to stop in
戻るから
just a moment.
これさ
She doesn't say anything. But when I crouch down on the ground, she gets down right next to me. I'm not sure exactly how much time passes. At some point, my large tears gradually shrink into smaller ones, then a slow and steady trickle before drying up entirely. As she stays by my side the whole time. Feeling slightly awkward, I take a deep breath while unsteadily rising to my feet.
先生のこと
I still love her with all of my heart. I guess there really is no way I could so easily forget someone who played such an important part in my life.
無理なんだろうな
Which is why I said what I did when she overheard that boy confessing his feelings for me at school. It wouldn't be right to just casually agree to pretend it didn't happen. That's how I feel, at least.
今立花さんが
You
おっしゃった
said something that I'm curious
もう
about,
少し
Tachibana-san.
詳しく聞いてもいい
I'd
です
like to
か
talk more about it if that's okay.
どれの
About
こと
what exactly?
大事な人の
The
ことを
part where
簡単
you
に
said it's
忘れる
impossible to so easily forget an important person in your life.
あ
Oh, right.
あいいよ
Go ahead. She nods after hearing my response before opening her mouth to speak.
立花さんは
Instead of forgetting
大
someone
切
you
な
cared
人を
about,
忘れる
do you think it's possible to simply overwrite those memories with different ones?
できると思いますか
I can tell from her tone of voice the question is important to her, incredibly so. She watches me silently as I ponder my reply. She clearly wants an answer to her question, and she won't say another word until it comes. Reading that silent request in her gaze, I hold back a flurry of questions I want to ask and answer hers instead.
振られたばっかの
I've just been
こん
dumped,
な
so
王様の私に
the
聞い
way
た
I
こと
feel
そんな
right
ことな
now,
いと思うよ
I'd say attempting something like that isn't a
そ
good
の前
idea.
提で答えるけど
Keeping that
さ
in mind,
できるかは
I'm
わかんない
not sure if it's truly possible or not,
しなくちゃい
but
け
I
ない
might have to try something like that if I'm ever going to get over her.
まだ自分じゃよくわかん
I
ない
guess it's a way of moving on,
前
though
に進むと
I'm still
か
not
じゃ
sure if I ever
な
can.
んか
That's basically how I feel. Um,
答えてるん
I
だ
answered your question, so... She gives another nod before continuing.
私も立花さん
I'm just like you, Tachibana-san.
大切な人を
And I
過去に
strongly
して
believe there are times in our lives where we have to leave people we cared about in the past by overriding our memories of them.
さっき恋とかそういうの
Didn't you
わか
say
んない
something
って
earlier
言ってな
about
かった
never having experienced love before?
はい
Yes,
わから
I
ない
have no idea what it feels like.
ええ
So then, which is it? Though she's always had this mysterious aura to her every time I've seen her at school, right now I simply have no idea what's going through her mind. She normally looks so serious, and yet her expression can instantly change at the oddest of times. Talking to her honestly drives me crazy sometimes.
なんか
I feel like I've
気が
lost my
抜けちゃっ
mind.
たな
The oddest thing about this whole situation is my mental state, and the fact I keep blurting out random thoughts as soon as they cross my mind.
ね
Hey,
これからどうしたらいい
what do you think I should do now?
どういう意味でしょう
What do you mean by that?
I'm not in a club and I don't have a part-time job. I basically just have endless free time now. After all, I've been spending all my afternoons and weekends up until now with her. If I don't change something, I'll just keep thinking about her. I'm not sure how to spend my time now. Any advice? Knowing her, she'll probably say something like, "How about picking up a book and studying for once?" But in reality, she doesn't say anything. Unable to stand the silence, I find myself breaking it. Well, if you have a lot of time to kill, I actually have a favor to ask you. Huh? What is it? This, favor? I find myself flustered by her unexpected response. Meanwhile, Shiori just continues staring straight at me. Yes. I know this isn't what most people say to someone who just had their heart broken. And I'm really sorry, but I need you to listen, because I've never experienced anything like this before, and I don't understand. I can tell that whatever is wrong, it's hard for her to express in words. Realizing I'm waiting for her to speak, Minagi-san closes her eyes as if organizing her thoughts. Then, after taking several deep breaths, she looks at me once before finally opening her mouth. I need you to help me forget about my older brother. Minagi-san says those words as she holds my hand. Her big eyes cloud over with a film of unshed tears. I want to overwrite the memories I have of my older brother, so I can... Whoa, let's back up. This is a lot to take in all at once, and I need time to process. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Whew. Okay. That's better. Please, continue. Okay. I can't seem to decide on anything. What to eat, what to study, let alone my plans for the future. I feel stuck, unable to move forwards. All I've been able to do until now is follow in my brother's footsteps. I've lived my whole life until now thinking that I have to be just like him. But compared to everything he's done, I'm worthless. What does she want me to say when she lays out her situation in such extremely vulnerable way? The seriousness of her situation imparted through her words leaves me dumbfounded. I guess it's kind of natural for younger siblings to strive to take after their older brothers or sisters. But what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to your family, I'm not sure it's possible to forget about them or overwrite your memories of them. Suddenly, the big fight I got into with my parents the night before I ran away from home springs to mind. Even after everything that happened, my feelings towards my family remained unchanged. Having turned inward in thought, Shiori continues, unaware of my own private feelings. That might be true, and yet... if I can't follow in my brother's footsteps, then my life is pointless. At least, that's how I felt up until now. And yet, I couldn't complete the survey. It'd be easy enough to write that I'm studying hard to become a doctor, just like my older brother. It's not like I'm against becoming a doctor, but whenever I try to fill out the form, I just can't bring myself to write that down. I think it's because there's a part of me that realizes I can't just follow in his footsteps forever. She says she's been desperately trying to be just like her brother for her whole life. And again, I've been just as relentless in chasing after my former teacher. And then the survey falls into our laps. The oddly timed object that's brought our disparate lives together. But why me? You seem so different from how you appear at school.
I noticed your usual expression changed when that boy confessed his feelings for you. Also, no, that's not it. My reason is much simpler than that. It's because we just met.
What does that mean? I don't get what you're saying. Are you telling me that you're like that? What, gay? Like, what?
I'm not following.
Like, you enjoy poetry and stuff. What the Okay, that was not what I was getting at all from that. Okay, but yeah, cool, chill.
I'm still not sure what you're trying to say.
Honestly, me neither.
I see.
I'm losing my mind again. The reason why she answered my question wasn't because she was trying to help me out. And yet, for some reason, there's a part of me that's invested and wants to hear more. So, what's the plan again?
I want to overwrite the memories I have of my brother. All the things we've done and places we've gone with memories of you, Tachibana-san.
Sure, okay. But how?
If I said I wanted to take you to all the places that hold the strongest ties to my brother, the ocean, the mountains, the aquarium, even just going shopping, how would that sound?
I'm in. Sounds like fun.
I feel like you're not taking this seriously.
Ding ding ding! But like I said before, I have all the time in the world to kill. I find myself reflexively agreeing to her request. I still don't understand half of what she's saying, but I'm at least aware that it's something pretty out there. I'm not sure if it's pity, empathy, or a mix of both, but her straightforward honesty is compelling, and my gut tells me that this is the right choice to make. So, basically, we're going around to places that hold significant emotional value to you, right?
Yes, exactly. I have no idea if this will work out in the way I want it to, but...
Hang on, I think I get it. I was also wondering if I could revisit the places I used to go with her, in order to overwrite my former memories as well.
I guess we came up with similar ideas.
But why me? We've never really talked much before today.
I had a feeling that maybe you would understand. That you, more than anyone else, would understand the desire to replace cherished memories of a loved one.
You know, there's a possibility you might fall in love with me. They say it's easy to find commonalities when you're feeling especially vulnerable.
That would certainly be one way to overwrite the current memories I hold of my brother.
Hey, I'm not interested in having someone fall for me as some kind of backup plan or rebound.
I was joking.
But was she? I don't think so. Sadness I felt before has abated enough that I can crack jokes now. But what's with this weird feeling? Ignoring the look of agitation on my face, Shiori straightens up before continuing.
So, to sum it up, I'd love it if you'd accompany me on a memory tour of emotionally significant locations, so I can overwrite my memories of my older brother.
Okay, I'm in.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate your help.
Same, I guess. Though I'm still not sure what exactly we'll be doing. If it gives me something to do, then I'm all in.
Are you really that desperate for companionship?
Maybe. Is that so bad?
Well, whatever makes you happy.
Not your problem, right? I get it now. The reason why I'm feeling so antsy. Talking with Minagi-san is kind of interesting. Plus, she's piqued my curiosity. In my opinion, our situations are completely different. It's one thing to overwrite memories of a former love interest, and another to try and do so for a family member. But if she can do it, then so can I. Though, I'd never tell her that. You're different from how you present yourself at school, Minagi-san. You always struck me as your typical honor student. Gosh, that's... You don't have to put on the perfect student act in front of me. I think I have a better idea of who you really are. Plus, I find it a lot easier to talk to you this way. So, in other words, you meant that as a compliment? Take it however you want. She looks at me, her cheeks puffed out in annoyance. I suddenly realize that my eyes are completely dry, without a tear in sight. Minagi-san checks the time on her phone and her eyes immediately widen in shock. Oh no! I can barely believe it's this late. I have to get home. Can you meet me at Yokohama Station tomorrow at 10 a.m? Sure. And then we can get started. Sure, whatever you want. Actually, if you're in a hurry, do you want some money for a taxi? I don't need your money. Clearly frazzled by my offer, she rushes off. Though it makes sense, considering it's already past 9 p.m. With how serious she acts all the time, I wouldn't be surprised if her parents still set a curfew for her. She wants to forget her older brother by overriding the memories they made together, huh? I murmur absently to myself, remembering what Minagi-san told me earlier. Since Minagi can't live up to her brother's reputation, she wants to forget about him by overriding their shared memories, which is why she wants to go on this so-called memory tour. I have no idea what sort of theoretical mental gymnastics she's done to come up with this plan, but there's one thing that bothers me. Will she be overriding those memories she has of her brother with memories of me? The warmth of my former teacher's hand from so long ago seems vague now compared to the recent memory of Minagi's hand squeezing mine. I might as well head back too. I stuff the taxi money from Sensei back into my bag. Since I don't need to be back home at any specific time, I decide to ride the train like always. Well, I think that does it for the first episode. My curiosity has been piqued. I was a little worried at first, but, things seem to be getting better. I'm very excited to keep playing and figure out what on earth the stories are here. I am quietly concerned for Minagi-san. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back later, I guess.